If you're a plaintiff's lawyer like me, I want you to envision what big news sounds like. Think about the top moments of your life whenever you heard something incredible. And then now I want you to multiply that times 1,000. While I could string you along and ultimately make the big reveal at the end of the video, I'm not gonna do that to you. The YouTube algorithm would prefer me to do that because increased watch time results in YouTube getting increased revenue from ads, which means videos like this rank higher. But I'm hoping you do me a favor. I'm hoping you hit the like button down below to help balance that out. Now, here's the big reveal. LawVenture now has an exclusive community for plaintiffs' lawyers. And guess what? This community, 100% free. Hopefully there's this like obnoxious 100% free that's in front of me right now to really emphasize it is free to join. The way I see it, there are 3 scenarios at play for you, the viewer. Scenario number 1, you're not a plaintiff's lawyer, so this community and this video has really nothing to do with you. It's irrelevant to you. So feel free to bounce, feel free to go watch the next LawVenture video and go get your fix. Scenario number 2, you are a plaintiff's lawyer and you are so excited by this breaking news like I am, to where you're thinking, Jarrett, say no more. I don't need to watch the rest of this video. I'm ready to go sign up right now. Bet. I feel like that's what the kids are saying these days, so apologize if that's no longer a cool thing. If that's you, if scenario number 2 applies to you, I'm gonna drop a link to the community sign up page in the description down below. It'll be pretty high up. I'll probably pin it to the top comment as well. That way you can go directly to the sign up page and go through the application process. It's automatic, and once you are in, feel free to enjoy the community. Scenario number 3, you're interested in the community, but you wanna learn more before signing up. So in that situation, keep watching because I'm gonna share some of the insides and insights within the community. Let's go through a little bit of the tour with this exclusive community for plaintiffs' lawyers. But I need to emphasize a couple words in that sentence. Exclusive community means that not everything is going to be accessible for the non-members. So if you're checking out the community and you're not a member, what you can see is going to be very limited from your perspective. What I'm showing you in this video is from the perspective of somebody who's inside of the community. Granted, I'm not going to be able to show you all the secret sauce that we're talking about inside the community because it's secret sauce that belongs inside the community. I'm not going to go ahead and spill the beans now whenever we're launching the community. I just said community a lot. Bear with me here. Okay, and then the other part of that sentence that I was saying earlier, exclusive community for plaintiffs' lawyers. Not a plaintiff's lawyer, then you can't become part of the community, so keep that in mind. Part of what we're doing here is, if we dive into my iPad, is going to the link that is in the description. This is what you'll see whenever you click that link. And it's the instructions and the kind of the orientation a little bit with signing up for the LawVenture community. There's a description, feel free to read that on your own time. But most importantly, for what we're trying to achieve and set up is a little bit of a filtering process so that the community members are plaintiffs' lawyers. So there is a form that needs to be completed. Make sure you read the form, make sure you read everything that is involved with the form, and then fill out the information. And notice that this scrolls, and then the form itself scrolls inside of it. The platform that's hosting the community wasn't necessarily tailored for what we're doing with this LawVenture community. So we had to make do in order to have a form inside of a post. But it works. It's not super pretty. The platform people, they told me that they're gonna, roll something out at some point in the near future for it to be a little bit more cohesive and a little bit prettier on the eye. But as of right now, what they're designed to do is basically hold a community back behind a credit card payment. But this is a free community, so I didn't want there to be a credit card payment involved on a free community. Otherwise, people are gonna be like, Jarrett, what gives? You said it was free, now you want my credit card information. Not liking that. So anyways, fill out the form, provide the necessary information, check out the terms and condition, and keep scrolling in order to get oriented. Now, these bullet points will give you a little bit of a sense of what's inside the community, discuss litigation strategies with other plaintiffs' lawyers, find resources and inspiration for building a personal injury law firm, connect and learn with fellow plaintiffs' lawyers, attend live events that are exclusive to this community. I'm really excited about this. A lot of people have really enjoyed the podcast on Law Ventures YouTube channel, which you're watching right now, but this isn't necessarily a podcast. And what I plan on doing is taking things to the next step, to where if I am interviewing somebody who is relevant to a plaintiff's lawyer, then what I'm probably going to do is break up the episodes to where some of the non-plaintiff lawyer PI stuff that's relevant just to the general Law Venture community on YouTube, those episodes will be posted on YouTube. But the secret sauce stuff that is going to be specific and to the benefit of plaintiff lawyers, those episodes are going to be put on this community. And the goal here is to have a platform for there to be like a AMA Ask Me Anything with the guests that the community can provide either on the live stream or from a like post feed, so that the person who is the guest can come back and, answer any questions that may be lingering or any additional questions on top of what I've already asked during the interview. So trying to make this as interactive as possible, because I recognize that most likely the people who are plaintiffs' lawyers who want to ask questions, they recognize that if it's a YouTube video where the recording of that interview was maybe a week or two before, you're probably not going to be able to get your questions answered in, 2 weeks later from the guest, because the guest has moved on with their busy schedule and busy life. So all that to say, live events are going to be something that I'm really looking forward to, and something that I think is really going to benefit the community on the inside. Refer cases to one another. Just a quick heads up. If you are spamming inside the community, that ban hammer, I want you to picture Thor's hammer, but with a ban on top of it, is going to come down. So there's no soliciting allowed. But it works the other way, to where if you have something to give, like a case to refer to someone, you can post in, and we can look over here, the referral spaces saying, hey, I have this case I'm wanting to refer out. In that situation, that can trigger comments that respond to saying, hey, I know so-and-so, or hey, that's something I may be interested in. And then you have the feature to be able to send DMs, direct messages, with particular community members, which is pretty cool. Can't do that with a listserv. So, I guess you can email directly, but it's not nearly as cool as direct messaging off of a post. Okay, so celebrate your progress and milestones. This is part of having a community. We all want to cheer each other on. Contribute to the future of Law Venture, because we are trying to bring people together. I've noticed with the YouTube videos and the interviews that I'll get thousands and thousands of views on a Law Venture video and a lot of likes on it. But then what ends up happening is that there are like maybe 4 or 5 comments. But then I'll go to like a seminar and people will come up to me and be like, Jared, I saw this video. I have these questions. I want to ask this and I want to ask that. What are your thoughts on this? And it's like, oh, wow. So there are questions. Why aren't people posting the questions in the comments? Or I'll get emails in my actual law firm email. People take the time to track me down on my law firm email just to email me questions. So I'm realizing, I'm like, okay, I think it's going to benefit Law Venture as a whole to have this exclusive platform where we bring people together in a safe space in order to be able to ping questions off of one another. And frankly, I don't want Law Venture to be limited to my knowledge. I don't want the goal of Law Venture to be as you achieve as much as I know how to achieve, because I don't know everything. I'm learning. A lot of me with these posts is just documenting what I have just recently learned. So there are lawyers with either different experiences that need to be part of the conversation, or more experience that needs to be part of the conversation, or just different perspectives. So I think as a whole, this is going to benefit the Law Venture community and have fun along the way. So we have community spaces. That's what you can see on this left side that I'm just kind of toggling up and down. And so the beauty of spaces is it helps us stay a little bit more organized. You can see here there is discuss PI strategies. And so this ranges from everything to working up a case, to litigating a case, to trial advocacy tips that are exclusive to PI lawyers. You know, I'm still going to be posting trial ad videos here on LawVenture and on the YouTube channel, I should say. But sometimes the advice needs to get more specific based on the context and the circumstances around that advice. So in that situation, sometimes it's just more hard hitting to post advice that's specific to personal injury lawyers, because that's what I am, that's what I do. So I want to be able to have kind of that hard hitting advice there and get it at the same time, because I still want to learn a little bit as well. Building PI practice and network. And so that one is, I think, going to be pretty cool, especially for all the lawyers that are wanting to start their PI practice or that are wanting to grow their network. Maybe you're an associate at a law firm and you're trying to work up the ladder to become a partner, and you're trying to just like build your book of business or build your referral connections. That's going to be the spot in order to have those conversations. We've already talked about referrals. Share your wins. Ooh, wins feel so good. Share your losses. Yeah, we do deal with those a lot, don't we, as plaintiff lawyers? But such is life. Such is the life of a plaintiff's lawyer. Book club. I've been posting book reviews on the YouTube channel, so the goal is to have more specifics and honestly books that I haven't read be posted by other people. Lifestyle and mindset. This one I'm actually probably maybe most excited for. I'm curious on what other people's philosophies are with just their career, and then feedback and questions, and there's links as well. So that's where we're at right now. We've done a soft launch where there are a handful of plaintiff lawyers already starting the conversation, asking questions, introducing themselves. And I went with the soft launch strategically because at the end of the day, it's all about, can this be a smooth experience? And so before making this big announcement to 21,000 plus subscribers, I wanted to be able to just kind of ease this community and everything that's inside of it, just to make sure everything's kosher, that the platform can handle what it needs to handle, that the form works, that the automations are in place, and we're good to go. I've gotten the green light. We're ready to launch. We're ready to get as many plaintiff lawyers into this community as we can, because the more plaintiff lawyers that are part of the community, the better, because that means there's more knowledge inside of this community that's going to be shared among one another, that's going to benefit our profession. All right, that is the big reveal. That's the teaser. That is this video. It's time to wrap it up. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, or if you just want to say hi, leave that in the comment section down below. As you're scrolling down to that comment section, don't forget to check out the link to the community in the description and the pinned top comment, and maybe hit that like button on your way. With all that said, I'll see you in the next one.